Welcome to the 107th Ravens, pilot. I'm Lieutenant Samza, squadron leader. As you know, the Aquitaine is now en route to the Gamma Draconis system. The details of the situation there have been classified at the highest level, so I'm as much in the dark as you are. The Admiral will brief the crew when we reach 3rd Fleet Headquarters in Capella. The 107th is a heavy assault squadron, so our fighter of choice is the Hercules Mark II. Implementing advances in fusion drive technology, the Mark II improves the assault fighter's speed and maneuverability without sacrificing loadout. The Herc has only 2 missile banks, but its ordnance capacity is greater than the Myrmidons. The original Herc won the Great War, so we're proud to carry on the tradition. I recommend that you review the Herc 2 training modules before the Aquitaine arrives in Capella. These modules review advanced tactics, such as countermeasures and energy management. The Herc 2 is slower than the Myrmidon you've been flying with the 53rd, so learn how to evade missiles and equalize shields. These skills will help you push your fighter to the limits. Master them, and the life you save may be your own. According to your file, you are now authorized to use the GTW-5A Prometheus R, the GTM-19 Harpoon, and the GTM-4 Hornet missile. The Prometheus R is a retrofit of a cannon developed during the Great War. After the Alliance lost contact with Earth, we lacked materials required for mass production, so engineers developed this retrofit version. The Prometheus packs a bigger wallop than the Subak HL-7, but it will drain your power reserves with extended use. The Harpoon and the Hornet are both aspect-seeking missiles. While the Harpoon fires individual warheads, the Hornet launches a swarm of 4 projectiles, 8 if you're in double-fire mode. The training modules cover the proper technique for firing aspect-seeking missiles, so be sure to review that section carefully. That's all for now, pilot. The Aquitaine will arrive in Capella in 4 hours.
Welcome to Training Simulator Module TSM-107M, Advanced Qualification for the Hercules Mark II Heavy Assault Fighter. This module has been designed to acquaint pilots with communication systems, countermeasures, and aspect-seeking missiles. TSM units are approved for use as part of the GTVA Combat Training Program or as a review for qualified pilots. The TSM series is not intended as a substitute for actual field training. Welcome to Module TSM-107M, pilot. Don't touch the controls until you are told to do so. You will fail this session if you do not follow instructions carefully. Let's begin with messaging. For Class A qualification, you learned how to call in a support ship to rearm and repair subsystems. Now, we'll show you our target for this simulation will be an Argo class. Target the transport. Use your hostile targeting control. Good. Now you'll call in your reinforcements. Press the communications key to bring up the well done. Confirm that you still have the transport target. Now have Epsilon Wing destroy the transport. Press the communication select 2 to transmit your orders to it. Well done, pilot. Let's try this again. Now, press the 1 key. Order Epsilon Wing to destroy transport 2. Do you remember your previous instruction? If not, consult the directives list. Good work. Be aware that fighter wings are less effective against larger targets. Bombers or vessels. Also note that reinforcements are not always available, and you will have authorization. Now, let's order Epsilon Wing. Press the communications key to bring up the messaging window. Select 2 for wing and 1. Excellent work. As you gain experience in combat, using all right, pilot, now it's time to learn about when you launch a countermeasure, you present a new target for pursuing missiles. In theory, you need to use countermeasures to survive in battle, but you'll soon learn. For this exercise, we'll bring in a Leviathan-class cruiser. The cruiser will now launch missiles at you. Press the countermeasures key to evade the missile. Immediately increase your forward velocity to maximum and move away from the pursuing missiles. Punch your afterburners to gain that extra burst of speed. A yellow triangle will appear on your HUD, indicating the vector of the missile's approach. Try to keep this indicator in the 3 or 9 o'clock position. When the missile is nearly upon you, launch the countermeasure. Listen to the beeping sound of the missile lock to get... While launching countermeasures, turn your fighter hard in sharp movements. If you evade the missile, an indicator will display in the upper portion of your targeting reticle. The number of countermeasures remaining is indicated on your HUD below the weapon's display. If you run out of countermeasures, call in the support ship to reload. That's enough for evading missiles. Now let's crack your Hercules Mark II heavy assault fighter. Unlike heat seekers like the Rockeye, you must acquire a lock on your... However, the Aspect Seeker is well worth the effort because if a heat seeker loses track of its target, chances are it will not reacquire lock. Transport 3 is now entering. Let's take this opportunity. You have a good.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Now, target excellent. Now, let's see how you do. Notice the red indicator moving towards your target. That's the aspect triangle. Once it is moved onto your now, fire one Note how fast the harpoon moves. A round of harpoons can be fired every 3 seconds. Fire another round. The harpoon is almost useless if fired before lock has been acquired. That's a... Now, unload your harpoons until you've destroyed Transport 3. Excellent job. Let's see how you do against... In order to gain aspect lock on a moving target, you must keep the target's lock. We'll now bring in the fighter drones. When the first drone enters, target it and acquire lock. Try to keep the target indicator in the center of your HUD. Once you have acquired lock, fire a harpoon to destroy the drone. These drones will not be using countermeasures. Well done. All aspect seekers function this way, from the Hornet missile to the Helios torpedo. In general, the larger and more powerful the warhead. Now, let's have you face a real challenge. Multiple wings will appear simultaneously. You must be in range of your target before you can gain aspect lock. Hit your burners to intercept the drones. This concludes Module TSM-107M. Engage your subspace drive to end this simulation.
Well done, pilot. You have successfully completed TSM-107M Advanced Qualification for the Hercules Mark II Heavy Assault Fighter. You are advised to proceed to Training Simulator Module TSM-107SE, covering shield management and the energy transfer system.